What's up, sports fans? It's your man B back. Speak your mind, sports talk. All right, check it out, guys. I'm back in action. Yes, sir. You see, like that's a little bit fuzzy. Clean that camera off. I don't know. All right, that's a little better. Anyway, glad to be back, guys. My baby, my little baby's feeling good. She's feeling good. She's up and around. She's in school now, so that's a blessing, man. You know, my baby was sick, so I had to dismiss myself from YouTube for a couple of days. It's my 10-year-old daughter, man. Had to make sure she was good, so daddy spent a lot of time nursing her because my wife, she works from home, but she has to be there, which I'm a little more flexible. But anyway, let's get into it. I want to talk about the LA Lakers. And I don't like to go into sports being rigged or anything like that. Brandon Nicholson in the building, Remy 22. What's good with you? Thanks, Brandon. I appreciate it, man. So this thing with the Lakers, man. I was watching this last game with the Denver Nuggets, right? And I've been hearing people say dumb stuff about them trying to push for LeBron James, but I think it may be partially that the league pushing for LeBron, but I think it's less about LeBron and it's more about the Lakers organization and, the unfortunate events of Kobe Bryant, what happened with Kobe Bryant. And I look at this as maybe a situation where the NBA is kind of killing two birds with one stone. But it's at the end of the day, man, we're in America, right? And it's a money plot. It's all about the money, right? And, this last game with the Denver Nuggets, man, Martin Machine was good. This last game with the Denver Nuggets was, it was just out of control with the officiating. Like, I have no horse in this race. I made a little silly prediction about the Denver Nuggets eliminating the Lakers, but I don't care about that. Everybody gets it wrong. Everybody gets it right. But I'm starting to look into, just pay attention. Now, officiating hasn't been great in the playoffs or in the bubble. It hasn't been great. That's for sure. But that game last night, I really feel like at some levels, the officials would not allow the Denver Nuggets to get in that game, bro. The Denver Nuggets did well. They came all the way back up by one. But it was so many, and I mean so many. Chain with Ice, what's good? Chopstick, what's up? What's up? So many missed calls. And it was a back-to-back deal with Jamal Murray, where he came down, he got fouled. He never put the ball on the ground. He went up, took the shot, and they call it a ball in foul. And even Reggie Miller commented on it. What are they doing? That has to be an air one. That has to be an air one. And these were pivotal moments, momentum changing moments. Right after they did that, when it was the no call on the air one play for Murray, he comes back down. He gets fouled by LeBron. He scores. He's on the freaking ground. And no call. Two of those fouls they called on, we called it Jokic was shaky. And I'm like, bro, what the hell? So they got him in foul trouble. And it's like, it just appeared to me that it was almost like they did not want to allow these Denver Nuggets to get back into that game. And my thing is this, I'm a New York Knicks fan. So, I have no horse in this race. I picked the Miami Heat as a dark horse team. I picked the Nuggets as a dark horse team, and at this point in the season, I pretty much could say that that's right because they're in the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals, which no one expected that from the Nuggets. Absolutely no one expected that from the Nuggets. It was a Clippers Lakers show. it was if it wasn't going to be the Clippers, it was probably the Rockets. No one expected the Denver Nuggets. So as far as I'm concerned with that, a dark horse, that's pretty much satisfied because they made it this far. But this whole situation, I look at the fact that the unfortunate passing of Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and everyone else on that helicopter. The fact that the Los Angeles Lakers are one championship away from tying the Boston Celtics. A lot of basketball fans in general hate the fact that the Boston Celtics have so many championships, and they put an asterisk on Bill Russell and those guys' run because the competition wasn't as stiff as it is as the league moved along. They were totally outclassing everybody in the league, and so there were always things said about that Celtics team and how they excelled at the game of basketball, right? And so Lakers fan, Lakers nation, the NBA, as far as the money, it's a selling point. The LA Lakers can tie the Boston Celtics with championships. The LA Lakers, tribute to Kobe Bryant, because he passed, and it's a selling point. It's a selling point to have the Lakers get to the championship and win. And at this juncture in sports in general, concerning the coronavirus outbreak and such like that, you look at this whole situation, and it's just totally beneficial for the Lakers to go to the championship, and not only go but win. I kind of feel sorry for the Miami Heat in light of this. If it's going down like that, we can never prove rigged games. And I always say that it's hard. I always tell people, I understand that referees, officials can affect the outcome of sports, in boxing and football and basketball. Of course, the officiating can affect the outcome. But the better man, the better team will eventually prevail. So you can rig a game, but to a certain extent. You can cause issues, but to a certain extent. But you damn sure can affect the outcome of these games, especially when it's two teams that are competing that are really tight competition. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I'm looking at this whole situation, and all of the no calls last night, the pivotal moments when these referees kind of stepped in and swayed, it's hard for a team to regain momentum. You understand what I'm saying? When the referee's stepping in at every level, depleting your chances of getting back in there, right? That's deflating to a team. And it's hard to build momentum when you feel like, as a coach, as a team, that you're playing against referees and you're playing against a great team like the Lakers. Like, let's not get it twisted. They got LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Enough. That's enough to make a lot of noise, and you can't take anything away from those guys. They're players. I won't take anything away from the way Anthony Davis was shining, the heart he's shown. He fell on his ankle. He's injury prone. He got back up. He got in there. I'm not taking anything away from the Lakers. But Jamal Murray has been phenomenal. The Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic 1-2 punches is killing people. And it just appeared that the referees did everything they could to keep those guys out of the game. And I'm like, wow, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, because they just completed a historical record, basically, concerning the back-to-back 3-1 deficits that they completed. Historical. Never happened in the league ever. No team in the league has ever come back from 3-1 deficit twice in one playoff. Never happened. And so this is a team with heart. This is a team that does not give up. They don't quit. But they're not going to do that 3 times back to back. That game was pivotal. They actually had a chance to eliminate the Lakers had they won that game. But I just look at it like the referees never really gave them a chance, bro. You know, and I'm at a stop right now. Brandon, what's good? Brandon Nicholson, Martin Machine. What's good with your fam? Chopstick, DJ, my bro, listening in while I'm working. Appreciate your chain with ice. Salute to you. Warriors know all about that. Yeah, for sure, for sure. They did the same thing to the Blazers first round. Lakers was always getting favored by the league. Yeah. I mean, I was not really on that. And I was kind of, you know, I even put a video up once before denouncing this whole situation. But, man, it's starting to become painfully obvious, ain't it, Chopstick? It's starting to become painfully obvious. Look, check it out. Why the hell, you guys tell me, why the hell did the league postpone that Miami-Boston game? It's like they screwed Boston. They screwed the hell out of the Boston Celtics when they did that, right? And I'll tell you why I say that. I will tell you why I say that. The Boston Celtics had the Miami Heat on the ropes, sort of like on that comeback. They had them on the ropes, right? Well, they postponed that game and they killed two birds with one stone. And I'll explain this. So by postponing that game, the first thing they did by postponing that game was they gave the Miami Heat some extra rest because the Boston Celtics was on their heels, right? And they give the Miami Heat some rest. Again, momentum is everything. You coming off of a game, you come back into that game charged up. Now the NBA says, okay, well, you have a 2-day stretch. You have a 2-day stretch, right? Bro, that's terrible for the Boston Celtics because now you're giving this Heat team more rest. And, of course, the Heat, I picked them as my dark horse team. There's nothing against the Heat. But the Heat came back and they performed and they won. Now the Boston Celtics are down 3-1 deficit. So you kill that chance of Celtics getting another ring because, like I said, let's let the Lakers catch the Celtics with championship. That's a selling point, right? But here's the two birds and one stone with that. If the Miami Heat takes the Celtics out early, which they look like they're going to do, look at the gap of rest that they would have had on the Lakers going into the finals. They would have had hell of a rest against the Lakers going into the finals. So by postponing their game, pushing it back, having the Lakers play before them, it evens the score. Now, even if the Miami Heat takes them out early, hell, even if that Laker game goes to 7, they still eliminated a 3-day rest differential. They eliminated all of that, right? And so I say to myself, wow, you know, maybe they are trying to push for a Lakers championship. And again, I think it's less about LeBron, but more about the Lakers franchise, you know, catching the Celtics, a tribute to Kobe Bryant, which RIP Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest players we've ever seen in this game. Offensively, you can say almost just as special as Michael Jordan. And so it just kills two birds with one stone. And it's like, wow, man. You know, again, I don't like to believe in these conspiracy theories, this nonsense like that, but it just seems that this could be happening, man. It could be happening. Remy says Carmelo Anthony and the Nuggets have had the exact issue. Yeah. What's up with that title, bro? No. So you can believe in conspiracy they made to the Lakers to win, but now Tyson Fury cheated. Double standards. Dog, get the fuck out of here with that, Chris. Don't even start that with the Tyson Fury cheated. Because there's no evidence of that. None. Like, dude, none. The whole glove thing that this guy put up about other professional boxers proved to debunk that. They squeeze old used gloves. Same result. With this dent in the head situation, metal in the glove. Chris, don't be silly, bro. If they could prove that Tyson Fury had metal in his gloves, he would be in jail right now, fam. This is a sport, combat sport. If it was actual proof of that, forget about the titles. The dude would be locked up right now. That's attempted murder, fam. It's not double standards. That's pure idiocy that a dude would have metal in his freaking gloves, Chris. You can't even, like, the two don't even compare. Officiating, you can see happening. And if you can't see that, you must be one of these super Laker fans that just don't want to hear it. But the officiating, everybody can see. Look around you. Look at the comments, Chris Sheep. I don't know if you follow basketball, but look at the comments, fam. This is a real thing. Kobe Bryant did pass. A tribute to Kobe would matter. The Lakers are one title away from the Celtics. Them winning would matter. It's a selling point. It is a outbreak situation where sports is in turmoil. So selling points would matter, Chris. This is something that's reasonable. Metal in the gloves and combat sport, the motherfucker would be up on charges. So stop that right there, bro. Stop that with the double standards. I don't do it. And the whole time I've been denouncing this whole conspiracy with the Lakers. I've actually have, but I'm not going to be dumb. I'm going to open my eyes to what's clearly being witnessed right here. Do you watch basketball? Did you see the atrocity of the officiating last night? Because if you're not a basketball fan and you didn't see that, cut it out, fam. Really, cut it out. Chopstick said the conspiracy that Wilder got lucky in the draw. Nah, I never said that. I think he's talking about the glove gate conspiracy, Chopstick, not that first fight. Miami versus Lakers is a surprise to me. Well, I picked Miami for a dark horse team and Denver, so it's no surprise to me because Miami was extremely strong and getting past the Milwaukee Bucks, that was it, man. That was it. That was the big factor right there because they were the leading team in the league, right? So I wasn't surprised about Miami. Tyler Hero is going to be a future superstar. Everybody watching Zion Williamson and Luka Doncic, trust me, Tyler Hero going to be right there with them, battling for league MVP in the future. These guys are 3 stars of the league. There's a few others too. That's why I said I made money with the Lakers every good season. Yeah, I feel you, Remy. I feel you. We can take these Lakers conspiracy back to 2001 Lakers King series. Yeah. But you know, Vlade Divac, that was a lot of luck involved in that series too, Chopstick. When Vlade hit that fucking ball back and it just landed in Robert's Horry hands, that was almost divine intervention because that ball could have went anywhere. And if they didn't get that ball, we'll be talking a different story, no? So, but even still, yeah, I feel you, dog. I feel you. It's about money and sports are in trouble, you know, and let's be honest, guys. A Denver Nuggets Miami finals is not a big sell, right? It's just not a big sell. It's not. So I mean, yeah, I feel you. Said I don't think the Celtics have enough after losing Kyrie. The Heat are a better matchup in the finals for the Lakers. I'm not necessarily sure because the Lakers have had problems with lengthier teams. See, they ran through the Rockets because they were too small. The Celtics are a lengthier team, fam. Look at the size of Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Daniel Tice, and these guys stay on the floor. You're going to need length to deal with the Lakers. This is why they're giving Jokic so much trouble. Jamal Murray is just amazing. Jeremy Grant and Michael Porter Jr., they're young, very inexperienced. You understand what I'm saying? And then they have the absence of Will Barton, which is defensive present. But even them, they're with Jokic, their length versus inexperience. With the Celtics, it's a different story. Jaylen Brown and is a good hell of a defender, and he's shown this, and he can score. He can light it up and take off. He can take over a game himself. But Jason Tatum, tall, lanky, athletic. Daniel Tice is fucking killing it down in the hole. And that rookie Williams, watch out for that rookie Williams, bro. Because he's relieving Daniel Tice. So that length would bother the Lakers. I'm not necessarily sure that they're a better matchup. Again, the Celtics got screwed over, Chopstick. The Celtics got screwed over. There's no reason to delay that game. People say Monday Night Football. That's total crap, Monday Night Football. How many games have they had at 7:30? So you schedule that game at 7 or 7:30 that night. It doesn't clash with Monday Night Football. It's absolute garbage. No reason to delay that game. None at all. The only benefit I could see was for the Miami Heat to get extra rest and procure this series with the Celtics. And then that knocks the Celtics out of challenging the Lakers for the championship. Think about it, Chopsticks. Think about it. Because I've been thinking about it the whole time now, right? Chopsticks, you ain't lying. That was every game, the Lakers versus the Kings. With yeah, man, it was an officiating spectacle for sure. They fixed his gloves right before the fight. It was proof the Lakers cheated. They would be fired. It's not the Lakers cheating, Chris Sheep. It's the officiating, fam, swaying the game. What are you talking about, the Lakers? The Lakers having the officiating and swaying the game has nothing to do with the Lakers. You cannot put that on the Lakers. As far as the Tyson Fury, fucking Suleiman and two people from fucking Wilder's team was there watching them put the damn gloves on and set them up. That's why that was debunked. What are you talking about, Chris Sheep? Where you been, fam? Leave that glove gate theory where it is, in the garbage. Don't even bring that out. Didn't you just see me give Akai TV the you idiot for bringing that back to the table? Stop that, Chris. Stop, please. Thank you, Remy. It's totally different. I don't know where he's coming from with this, bro. It's like, that's crazy. I've suspicion since the Lakers versus the King. Yeah, I feel you, Remy. I feel you. Chris, the only one in here that doesn't seem to get it. Like, you're a man on an island right now, Chris, and I'm not even sure that you're that deep into basketball or what. I don't know what the assumptions are, bro. Maybe you just, stick to boxing, fam, because you're not understanding this whole aspect of the Lakers. It's not even two situations. It's a team cheating versus referees swaying the game. You can't even compare that. The ref fixed Tyson Fury glove right before the fight. If they really cheated, the Lakers would be fired. Again, dude, are you not hearing me? Referees have nothing to do with the Lakers organization or the damn team, dude. Come on, Chris. All right, I'm not even going to no more of your comments, bro, because you're not even thinking rationally. And like I said, look around you, dog. Just look around you at the comments. Remy said, Sheep is proof knowledge of the sport, every foul, etc. He doesn't really understand basketball like that. No, it's no offense taken, dog. It's no offense taken. I don't think that you understand basketball like that. I know you get boxing because you're huge on the boxing side, but I don't think you get basketball and you're not understanding the concept or where I'm coming from with this. Chopstick says Tatum has been playing through an injury. Yeah, he has. He's been doing a hell of a good job. Man, that night on that game, I was telling everybody, I was like, look, no worries, Tatum gonna come alive at the end of this game, and he did. And that was a close game. Really good game. But yeah, he's been playing with injuries. A lot of these guys are playing with injuries. Soccer training club in the building. What's up with you, fam? All right, Chris, I'm gonna say this right quick. This is what I want you to do, because I know that you don't know basketball. I want you to go research a referee named Phil Donahue. You do that for me, and then whatever video you come back or live you come back and talk to me, you'll be like, oh, okay, D, I get it. Because you don't get it right now. So go research, because you're going to have to do research on basketball, because I know that you don't understand basketball like this. So go research a referee named Phil Donahue. There's a documentary out about it, shit that he's admitted to. You go do that research, and then you come back and talk to me. But until then, bro, forget about it, because you don't understand what's going on in the league. He's been playing on the hurt heel. Yeah, he's been. Yeah, no doubt. Do you think officials need to be audited? Remember, we had this official gambling. Yeah, this is what I was just telling Chris Sheep about, which I'm sure he has nothing. He doesn't know a goddamn thing about that. That was the Phil Donahue situation. That's why I just told him to go research Phil Donahue and then come back to me. Like, the dude doesn't understand, Chris. You really don't understand basketball. And since Soccer Training Club just brought it to the table, before you don't even have to go research, Chris. I will tell you this. Phil Donahue, at one point in time, was one of the #1 officials in the fucking league, fam. got caught up in swaying fucking games because he was gambling on the games. And there were other officials after that case that came out guilty as hell as well. Chris Sheep, guilty. So no, we sorry about that. But Chris, seriously, dude, go research Phil Donahue, dude. That's what I need you to do. I ain't even gonna. It's not assumptions, Chris. It's not assumptions. You don't know shit about basketball, and that's obvious. We have proof that officiating sways the game. We do have proof of this, dude. There's already been proof of this, but you don't know about it clearly. So it's no assumptions. Go do the research, bro. Yeah, exactly, Remy. Stick to boxing shit, because you don't know shit about basketball, fam. You're talking about there's no proof, just assumptions. We have proof. You don't have the proof because you don't know. So go do the research before you start talking, bro. Again, Chris, you've been on my channel too long. Don't debate with me, fam. Please don't do that. Because I like you, Chris. But you know, nobody's exempt. You can always click that link later because I'm going to go live again later and we can talk about it. But it's an easy debate, dog, because you don't really have the basketball knowledge, fam. But you need to go look up. Yeah, you need to go look up Phil. You need to go look up Phil Donahue and the whole thing surrounding that so that you can understand here, because you don't understand. You're arguing something that you really don't understand right now. But anyway, guys, look, I didn't come here to argue with Chris Sheep. I just came here to kind of lay out that there may be a conspiracy with the Lakers winning this championship, and it's starting to become more evident. We'll see in the finals. If they dog the Heat, the officiators dog the Heat in the finals, then guys, we know what the deal is. You know what I mean? But we're gonna go live again at 12. As usual, I'm back on the scene. Well, I'm glad to be back, glad to talk to you guys. You know, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. Y'all know how I always in this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.